Hi, my name is David Barai, and today I will be speaking about some problems that parents might be facing as their children are ascending into teenage years, and some techniques and advices that they could use while this change is happening. So, when does adolescence start? Everybody's different. There are early bloomers, late arrivers, speedy developers, and slow but steady growers. In other words, there's a wide range of what's considered normal. Many kids announce the onset of adolescence with a dramatic change in behavior around their parents. They're starting to separate from their mom and dad and become more independent. At the same time, this age are increasingly aware of how others, especially their peers, see them and are desperately trying to fit in. Their peers often become much more important than parents as far as making decisions. This can lead into hanging out more with friends and causing parents to lose a connection that they have with their children. And while this connection is lost, the teenager can become more independent and more reluctant on his own decisions and what his friends are telling them to do than to actually follow the directions that the parent is telling them to follow. The primary goal of teenage years is to achieve independence. To do this, teens must start pulling away from their parents, especially the parent whom they are the closest to. This can feel like teens are always at odds with parents or don't want to be around them the way they used to. As they seem to mature, they start to think more abstractly and rationally. They're forming their moral code. And parents of teens may find that kids who previously have been willing to conform to please them will suddenly begin to asserting themselves and their opinions strongly and rebelling against the parental control. You may need to look closely at how much room you give your teen to be an individual and ask yourself questions such as, am I a controlling parent? Do I listen to my child? And do I allow teens' opinions and tastes to differ from my own? Some of the tips that you could do as parent is to sit down and talk to your teenager about how their day went at school, how was their day in a regular day basis, how's their friends and everything. And this can build a really small connection over time. Parents can do this at nighttime. There is a scientific study that asserts that talking at night makes teenagers more aware of what they're listening to. This is because, well, teenagers are more active at night. During the day, they mostly do not listen to what others are telling them, except maybe friends or people they actually care about. As parent, you should listen to what they are telling you, and give them a bit more freedom to express themselves and go hang out with someone that is a good influence on them. Too much of this can lead to the teenager just taking advantage of the parents. And so, by building a connection with your teenager, by speaking to them or even just being there for them, can help them gain a better connection for their teenage years and have a better connection with their